are diving in to your reading, and the card coming out is Knighthood. Now, Taurus just had this card, and I put it back in the deck, and they were like, no, this is the card. This is the card. And I was like, yeah, but we just done a Taurus read. Let's get something different. Let's clear the energy more. They were like, no, we've cleared the energy. This is the card. I'm like, oh dear, okay, this is a serious message for Virgo, and more than likely you are dealing with Taurus, or you will want to go and watch the Taurus reading because there is significance in that story for you. Bear in mind, you are both incredible earth signs, so there will be overlap at times, okay? Also, at the bottom of the deck, I'm looking at 2 of Pentacles. Straight away, I want to connect this to another person that you're dealing with. Interesting, yeah, look at this. We're looking at leaving or travel and scribe and writing. These are 2 energies for me, right? That talks about moving on, but recording it. Recording the move. Recording the journey. Something incredibly interesting here. I see the alignment between you and Taurus already, so I think this is even more interesting now. We're connecting the dots like this. Angels in the middle of the spread as well. How gorgeous. Angels all up in the middle of the spread. War and battles, love life is out, compassion. We haven't hit the tarot yet, guys. I'm just getting the ground in the story for you, okay? Phobias around whatever this situation is. Atlantis, money, okay. Father at the bottom of the deck as well, interesting energy. A little bit of Capricorn energy coming through there as well. Patiently healing a father relationship or a parenting dynamic. Now, the main thing coming out to me is that Virgos are leaving something behind. I don't even want to talk about the travel. I want to talk about leaving. I see you packing up and going. Yeah, like in my head, I'm getting going, gone. You know, when they put the hammer down, they're like, last chance. Anyone else? Anyone? Lot going, gone. It's gone. Whatever this issue was, whatever this problem was, whatever this phobia was, whatever this, in my head, I want to say false fears, yeah? False evidence appears real, right? But either way, you're going, gone. And that's in relation to whatever this phobia was. This phobia that you had, this issue, this insecurity, this fear-based vibration, these insecurities, all rooted in past stuff, different for all of you guys, so we'll just say past baggage. And at the end of the day, it's been a war and a battle for you to work through, right? Legally, mentally, emotionally, racially. I see racial issues here as well. Fighting against religion, belief, culture, stereotypes, gender, potential LGBTQ kind of stuff here as well. Same-sex relationships, judgment, just judgment and opinions from everyone around the world about their unique views, belief systems. Wherever you've been, wherever you've fallen into an ecosystem, you've had to battle for your own identity within that, or hide your true identity within that. But you've left that behind now. You're moving away from that. Really nice with the knighthood energy coming out here. Also, I told Taurus that they had been knighted. Yeah? Which is quite a royal statement and a phrase. If you live in the United Kingdom, then it's actually kind of a thing, right? But in sense to this reading, it's saying you have been acknowledged, you have been honoured. And the truth of the matter is you're being honoured by angels, the divine. If you honour you, God will honour you, because you are a child of God. And as long as God knows that you truly love you, then God's aware that, whoa, I made you. So by you truly loving you, you love me for my creation of you. And that is where we can have a good, healthy relationship, because God really values those who value themselves. Because, I mean, imagine how God feels when people go around just having no sense of self, no love for who they are, no purpose, no desire, no nothing. They're just going around meaninglessly living in a way that just insults God's work. Do you get what I mean? God actually took out the time out of his schedule to make you. He actually made you. He actually made you and personally crafted you and believed that you were here for a purpose and birthed you into this lifetime. So imagine you're going around with a stick up your ass because of that. You think God's gonna, like, I'm not to say it, like, God's just gonna be like, oh, what a waste. What a waste of an existence. God's going to feel so much more pleased when someone is in love with themselves, Because truly, if you love yourself and you're not an ego fucking maniac, and you know what it means to love yourself, then you know that truly we're all interconnected and God's real, so you're loving God. All the love that you feed into you is true worship for God. If you love you to the core, you're worshipping God through that. Facts. Because all that's really saying is, boy, I am so grateful that I'm here and I'm alive and I'm breathing in this lifetime, in this now moment. Thank you, Creator. Simple as that. And it's the awareness of that will get you through anything. And it's the awareness of that will get you over karmic hurdles, get you over trials and tribulations in life. Yeah? Many of us in life, right, it's the most adaptable to change. I've been banging out this quote all week. It's Charles Darwin's quote. It is not the strongest of the species that survive, right? Nor is it the smartest. It is those that are most adaptable to change. Yeah, which means you can't get too stuck or attached to anything in a codependent way where you don't have independence, or you can't be twice removed from a situation and you're so rooted in that being the only alternative, because then you're trapped and you can't adapt and you can't really change and evolve in the way in which God created you to. Because God didn't create you with a house or a husband or a specific region of the world or a bank balance or any material possession you can imagine. God birthed you into this reality, you by yourself, as a natural, authentic, breathing, living organism. That was it, simple as that. So anything more is excess in relation to God, spirit, oneness, you know. But we do live in a 3D reality, and we all unfortunately have to wear clothes in this world. Don't start me off. We have to wear clothes. We have to get dressed in people clothes. And we have to go out and work a specific 9 to 5 or plod along and get a paycheck somehow, some way, spend time with family members and friends, whether we do or don't like them, hang around in social situations just to perpetuate the normal standards of what it means to be a person living in this society. Sucky, shit, boring, ew. Thank God I'm a shaman. Hence why I am a shaman, right? No offense, guys. No offense, humans, everyone in the whole entire world living this life that is destined for us to live, as I choose to boycott the map that is just doing the status quo. But with that, funny enough, the bottom card is Atlantis. Now, when Atlantis comes out, the main thing that it makes me want to speak about is the unknowing. We all know Atlantis exists if you're a spiritualist like me, duh. And if you've seen Journey to the Center of the Earth, then duh. Because obviously any TV show that exists is real. Duh. Right? But Atlantis, do unicorns exist? Do dragons exist? Was Atlantis a real place? Who made the pyramids? I mean, it's all of that. It's all of those questions. And the truth of the matter is, if we didn't have those questions, life would be pretty fucking shit. Because we would just be all these places. We didn't know about unicorns, full stop, to ask the question. We didn't know about pyramids, full stop, to ask the question. We didn't know about Atlantis. All the stuff I listed, if we didn't even know about them to ask, and they weren't even in our peripherals or anything that even existed, oh God. Ugh. What I already just described to you how icky life can be when you just follow a standard way of living. I mean, take away the mythology of the story, the mystery of the story, as I sit here as Velma reciting to you. I mean, what have we got left? We have to go on an adventure to discover self. Yeah? And that really comes through knowing God and being fear-free. Removing the fear factor, right? So the final area we need to look at, and we haven't even pulled tarot yet, is this scribe or writing card. It follows love and then it follows finance. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. I'm going to dive in because I don't want to just start making stuff up. Because I want to speak about journaling when I look at the scribe card. Then the love comes and it looks like some love note, poetry. But then we got money. And that's just a spanner in the works, because then we've got materialism or material world with all this paper, and then we've also got material with coin. That's two elements, because we've got wood and we've got metal, and then in the middle we've got red roses on this love card. So then we're also bringing in nature, right? So we've got three elements. That's what I do see. Atlantis is here as a little bit of water, but I feel like there's a deeper meaning to this. So I don't want to go everywhere without really trying to understand what spirit wants us to know. Victory's out, and it's not going back in. Wow. Wow. Okay. I love it. I love it. Okay, hold on. First card out is the Six of Wands, followed by the Four of Wands, and they came out with a passion. They came out like, bitch, I've got something to say, right? So the Six of Wands have come out straight away, and it's going victory, success. It's like, you're not going back. Whatever you've been through in the past, whatever this battle was, whatever this phobia was, whatever this living situation was, whatever this travel, whatever this past life in this lifetime was, you're not going back. Four of Wands on top of that confirmation, because Four of Wands is commitment. I'm committed to this. I'm committed to success. I'm not going back. Bottom of the deck, we're looking at Prince of Cups, back of the mind. Prince of Cups, front of the mind. Five of Pentacles. Now that talks to me about taking all of your coins, right? And bear in mind, we already got coins over here, loads of the stuff. All of your coins, and you're leveraging them. You're pushing them up to a higher advantage. In the past, you could have sat on your money, sat on your wealth, sat on your abundance, sat on your skill set, sat on your belief system, sat on something very abundant. You've just been sitting on it. And there's been these sacrifices that you've made over and over again because you've chosen to sit on all of this abundance and wealth. It's very dangerous to just give away your abundance and wealth to share who you are with the world. Like, I resonate with this reading quite a lot, so I can own that with you guys and give you an example. If you're used to getting knocked down all the time and, oh, you can't do this, or you can't do that, or that doesn't make no sense, or no, I don't know what you're talking about, and you're just used to rejection, and you're used to just being cut off when you're speaking, silenced, shunned, mocked, laughed at, ridiculed, like all of that kind of stuff, different for all of you guys, right? But whatever it is, you're so used to this or so used to that you just don't say it anymore. You go out with this one friend all the time, for example, but then every time you speak or say anything, come up with a good idea, they're like, that's a stupid idea, or they cut you off in speech. You're not going to say it to them anymore, are you? You're not going to speak to that person anymore about that thing because you know they're not going to receive it. And then you go around so many times and you talk to this friend and they don't give you this, or they shun you for this, or they ignore you for that, so you just avoid the conversation there. Then you go over there and they do the same in their own way, and you ignore different parts of your true self that you would like to share and give to the rest of the world because they don't know how to receive it. And then you just, or you're scared of how they'll receive it, or the rejection you've got, or the opinion and view, so you just hold it back inside, and then you've just gone around holding something. It looks like 5 years to me. Something's been held in for 5 years, but as a result, right, there's been a lot of upheaval in the past, emotions, overwhelm, serious upset, right? But what's so beautiful about that is it's taking you on a really, really deep intrinsic journey where you've really, really been able to, let me see what we want to, cut through the bullshit. Taurus also had that card. How interesting. Queen of Swords as well at the end, same place as Taurus, because it's saying to me, yes, there's worry. Yes, there's insecurity. Yes, there's a lot of stuff that's happened in the past. I am not entirely certain of how I'm going to move forward with this. Some of you guys are moving a location, new address, traveling by train to a new home address. Like, you might need to travel into town by train to get where you're going at your new location or whatever. But it gets someone who lives out of town. I get someone traveling by train to get to the center of town if they're going to work and commute. A lot of stuff like that coming through for me. I'm getting like Sheerness as well, like places in Kent, like seaside towns a little bit, where you've got to travel out a little bit, and it's kind of like nicer places to live on the coast, to be honest. But it's traveling in from the coast, or traveling out to the coast from the big city, shifting lifestyle really, basically. And I think it's really, really nice, a positive move, a lot of riches and abundance surrounding you, loads of stuff. But you still got this worry. Yeah, Do you know what? Let's look at that worry a little bit more before we go. Oh, it's going. It's going. Yeah, because I didn't want to hide away from it. So, yeah. Keep speaking up. Keep being really, really honest about how you're feeling and what's going on with you. Also, listen to the Taurus read about the karma and how important it is to be transparent. Because I can see if you choose to be transparent with your mood and emotions and what you're going through here, and you use that Taurus energy as a really, really positive way to just break down any kind of factor that will keep you on guard. Because I spoke lengthily with Taurus about being on guard. With you, Virgo, it's the opposite. Whereas I didn't need to tell Virgo, I didn't need to tell Taurus not to be on guard. Taurus was benefiting from the on guard position and had accrued enough groundedness to take on that position. Whereas Virgo, your advice is slightly different, and it's saying, hey, we don't want you to be on guard. Remove the guard, remove the armor, and step into the light. In my head, this is a weird analogy to get because it's the opposite of what I'm saying for you guys. But in Game of Thrones, when Cersei is stripped naked, and they're like, shame, 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 shame. I think maybe that's like your biggest fear or a heavy kind of moment. But to me, I feel like that was a defining moment in TV. And that was a defining moment for Cersei before she became queen, right? So the truth of the matter is, these moments of shame are not really as shameful when you are indeed authentic, true, and transparent in your life choices, and when you don't fear karma, and when you live with integrity, morals, and respect. There is room for you to continue to do you. Be you. Be fearless and bold. We all run away and hide when we're embarrassed of ourselves, we're embarrassed of our circumstances, we're embarrassed of or fearful of what could go wrong or what we've done wrong in the past. But when we can let all of those ideologies go and just fall into the realm of, oh my God, that person is shameless. Oh, shameless. Then that's pretty fucking liberating to be shameless and to be free and to give zero fucks. Because I tell you right now, the people that win in this lifetime give zero fucks. You think anyone out there who has anything worth having gave a fuck all their life? Not at all. There's a point in every fucking person's life, whoever is successful, who said, do you know what? I'm doing it. I don't give a fuck. Yeah? So hold that narrative. Take that message forward. And whenever the time comes for you to go, fuck it. Zero fucks for this one. Do it. And enjoy it. And be brave and be fearless. And know that life is going to keep going one way or another. Yeah? Love and light, Virgo.